So when the music ends, I guess that means you have to be ready to hit them with the 1. And then you hit them with the 2.
Dose. Reality.
And then you ask the chat to double check that the vidya and the microphones coming in good. Not too hot, not too cold. Switching things working. We're finishing up the shares here while everybody trickles on into the Truther Tribe hangout here. Guess it's not a powwow because we're not smoking bud, but it's like,
look at that. We got 1, 2, 3 followers.
at all the
Satisfies my
1, 2, 3 followers. Okay.
satisfies my OCD.
Something numerology OCD, right?
Yeah.
How is everybody doing in the chat there? How is everybody doing in the chat there?
Yep. Say hi.
What was the crazy thing of the week? You know, we got the SPLC. Tell me what you think we need to make sure to cover.
SPLC.
Tell us what you think was crazy from last week, because we're going to be getting into it. Because it's the welcome back to the TrutherCast and the home of the TrutherCast. We are here to take your truth order. Fine, freaking fellowed, feathered friends of the Truther Tribe. God bless it, man. Hit that join button down below, and you can join us in that locals community. What up, Mr. Steezy? What up, Wilkinsane?
Easy in the chat. What's up, Steez?
Yeah, that's the homie you were just asking.
Yeah.
Steezy got a stubborn computer that's kicking my butt. I got to order another charge port and try that, but the dang thing ain't turning on, man. Pretty disappointing if you ask me. But anyway, if you are not a frequent follower here of the show, thank you for stopping on in. We are attempting to not just be two more blokes out here on the internet talking ish and calling everything everything's a psyop and it was a rigged attempted assassination on Donald Trump, and let's be a-holes and be like, oh yeah, look at Erica Kirk crying. I bet that's going to sell a lot of merch. And you'll never guess who said that. Our good friend of the show, no longer friends. I unfollowed him today because I was like, nah, I'm good. Mr. Awaken with JP.
Awaken with JP. I don't even know. It's not ringing any bells.
The white guy with the long hair that makes the funny skit jokes.
Drawing a blank. Apparently, my brain has already unsubscribed. The subconscious.
He's
already.
like, yep, not interested.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. He said makes the crazy bits. Yep.
Yeah, the funny like skits and everything, right?
Yeah.
So apparently he's like gone with the full like anti-Jew thingy, like, you know, Candace Owens and you know, who's this what's the Ian Carroll, bro? I unsubscribed from him on X, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They all are just talking extreme radical tinfoil hat shit just for clicks, dog. And I'm like, now I know what the old people felt like I was when I was saying shit like is lazy.
They're turning into those the guy on that one Asmund Gold where his mom's like, oh, is he saying stuff on the internet again?
Right? Ridiculous. Wait a second. Wilkinson hit me with the
is that what
stalemate.
we're doing? We're saying stuff on the internet? Oh yeah, except for not saying such crazy wacky stuff like inciting to kill groups or races of people and stuff like that.
Right, dude. Yeah, me and Wilkinson started playing chess, and I tried to beat her the other day, but she actually did get me in a stalemate, so that was good. But anyway, new people, hang out. Check us out in the locals community. Hit that join button down below. You can hang out for free. If you would like to, you know, keep the lights on around here, you can join the Truther Tribe's Primo Squad there at the locals. It's pretty cheap. So, you know, hey, if you got it, whatever, dude, keep the lights on. Very much appreciated. You can also help out by checking the links in the box down below. I got a tech company and a business software company. If you need help with either of those, if you got a computer, if you're a regular person, anybody that uses a computer more than twice a month, check out that signup.telleritetech.com. And if you got a small business and you want a little bit of help with some digital marketing, check out that scalartoolbox.com in the link description below. But if you're not familiar, we do also have the receipts down there. So check out the blog post because it's going to have all the receipts of the shit we'll be going through here today because, bruh, I cannot believe they got the SPLC stuff. That's the big one in my humble opinion. I mean, I guess we could start out with like, let's go through the Donald Trump, you know, another attempted assassination thing and see how deep we want to get into it. It's like developing and stuff. I didn't have too much on it. But I assumed this episode, man, we were just going to beat the horse dead of the SPLC, completely funded white supremacist hate groups. And my Lord, dude, absolutely bonkers. If y'all...
Just another conspiracy theory made fact.
Yeah, bro, literally. So like if y'all are living under a rock or, you know, working too much and you missed it, we'll be getting into that one here pretty soon, man. But if you are a frequent flyer of the show, like Wilkinson, like the Steezy, like the Trolley, thank you for coming back. Another fake assassination attempt. Yeah, okay, bro. So give me one shred of evidence that even speculatively would actually support that. Yeah, no shit, bro. It's almost like he was right. People are like, he faked it so he could use it to like say he needs the ballroom. Like, no, you moron. Like he said we needed the ballroom so they could do events that were more secure because of retards like that.
Yeah.
So it's called point proven.
Or like,
actually.
Which source did you hear that from? Because it wouldn't make sense. Obviously, something of the White House going to be more secure. Than
bro. And then there's like a bunch of people are just like shit talkers on the internet now, bro. Like coming at fucking Erica Kirk and everything for absolutely no reason. Like Wilkinson says, everyone who says anything about her, you know, hasn't even seen somebody die, hasn't lost anyone they care about, or had a close call for themselves. Yeah, just like Trolley. Trolley doesn't have anyone he actually cares about, so his soul is filled with emptiness and hatred.
Oh, and then
all he does is talk about gay shit. So maybe he hooks up on Grindr. I don't know.
And he still cares about Jill. Like, you
Weird,
know,
man.
There's that.
Yeah, I suppose. So getting on into it here, folks. Honestly, dude, like dead serious, bro. I feel like if they were trying to kill Joe Biden as many times as Trump, I would have considered backing off talking shit about him.
Right,
just because I wouldn't want to be part of the problem.
Yeah, y'all.
I would literally not want to keep adding to that shit. But wait, wait, all the shit we talked was never vile to the point of maybe making anybody want to physically go harm him. It was all, look at how he's ruining the country. Look at how he screwed this up. Look at how he's allowing illegals to come in and commit crime. Somebody needs to remove him from the office and put him in a little area where he can go off and eat ice cream all day. Never once did anything I ever say be like, he's a Nazi, terrible white supremacist who needs to be treated like how those people are treated. I don't know what you do with those people. Like, that's what they keep saying about Trump, bro. And then here we go again. And then people are like, oh, this is the third one. I've heard way more, bro. We've covered way more on the show. At least 3 more, I feel like.
Yeah.
How about like the Florida one where they found the guy in like the deer hunting stand, whatever the hell those are called, that was like right outside of Mar-a-Lago, where he like camped out there for like 14 hours or some shit trying to catch him at Mar-a-Lago. Like there's like all kinds of them, bro. They keep trying to take this guy out, and 100% Trump couldn't have said it better himself, right? He's like, well, when you actually are a guy that like does stuff and like changes things, you're gonna have like people coming after you, you know, like,
hey, you changed the pH of the water in my tank. How dare you? I'm an angry fish now.
Yeah, dude, absolutely ridiculous. But like honestly, bro, I would have considered stop like talking more like, guys, okay, but the policies, like, but then like nobody ever wanted to take him out because he didn't do anything, bro. That's what wanted to get him replaced, right? And as many of us would have guessed ahead of time, this is why I'm not even like interested in this. It's like not even like new news, you know? It's like, oh, another one. And guess what the person's like, Dan? Like, have you even looked into it? Just guess.
All I've heard, he had a master's degree from somewhere, and
he wrote a manifesto explicitly targeting Trump administration officials.
Like, anybody gets my way, like I won't, hesitate to remove them. Like
my point is, he has the same background as all these other nut jobs, right? Just like probably Trolley, bro. If the FBI looked up Trolley, man, he'd be done, right? His social media.
And there is a mark on his ear. That's all.
Yeah, there's like literally a mark on there. The social medias was filled with anti-Trump and anti-Christian rhetoric. His own brother contacted the police in Connecticut after Allen sent the manifesto to the family members before the attack. He regularly trained at a shooting range and was a member of a group called the Wide Awakes, which is a communist-based group, by the way. Had a history of radical statements and constantly talked about doing something to fix the world's problems. Purchased 2 handguns, a shotgun from Cap Tactical Firearms, kept them at the family home, not his home. And the parents had no idea the weapons were there.
Best part. Hold up. Wait a minute. Who advocates to block anybody from buying guns? Oh, the Democrats and the liberals.
Wait, and what
did they just do?
What are the biggest states?
Hopefully help them to do something they wanted to do. Oh, buy guns. That's interesting.
And what are the biggest Democrat states that are like anti-gun laws?
Illinois, New York, Washington.
You missed one of the giant ones.
New York.
California.
Oh, yeah.
So this guy came from California with the guns and flew to Illinois, or he trained to Illinois? But he stops in Illinois.
Or Cali.
I'm pretty sure he flew.
They're about to have a bunch more even stricter laws, thinking that's going to help, because this whole situation, they obviously still got God. This is bad. We got to tie things up even tighter.
Right? No. The point is, it doesn't stop anything, you moron. Like, God dang. And then he goes from Cali to Illinois, and then he took a train from Illinois to DC. So that like apparently trains have like no laws. They're like old school. Why aren't those like airplanes, dog? Like
yeah. Well, just wait. Yeah, there's gonna be some accident that happens on a train, I bet, and then they're gonna have some new law like the foot bomber for the airplanes.
Well, that's
then
this.
All of a sudden they're gonna have. Yeah,
that's this.
Oh, right.
Hey, we need to like check if you get on a train, dog. That we just been a little too old school about that. You can't just bring shit on a train.
Is big enough. Nothing happened on the train.
Oh,
but
no,
the
it's
train
not-
was used.
Not big enough because it's targeted at Trump. They won't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, if you were still looking for one more in the bingo card, yeah, he looked like he was trying to get it like removed real quickly.
Yeah, I couldn't even like it was so nonsensical. Whatever the last comment was, my brain, I can't even remember what it was. They had something to try to
Yeah,
speak to it, but now I can't.
he's
even
given
remember.
up on being useful, and now he just is an idiot. Goodbye, trolley. Sayonara.
Years of not figuring anything out.
Well, it was good in the beginning, man, but he just got bored or something, like, or he's too much drinking still, and he's like handicapped, and like now he physically can't have a conversation anymore.
Some pedo stuff too.
Yeah, like retarded.
That gets
So
you banned real fast.
if you're looking for one more on your bingo card, this guy attended a No Kings protest in California.
No way.
No way.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, I remember what it was. You gotta defend Trump on anything. Where were you last week? I criticized him over gas and all that. You ding dong. Yeah, don't defend him over everything.
I defend him
You're
because
just programmed.
we needed the gas to go up, folks, so that the gas could come down.
Scott's got a little bit of a Gluck in there.
The
Just-
gas
just
needs to go
tiny
up,
bit.
folks. We need to take out the bad guys, but don't worry. I've got the California oil pipeline and then some other one. I forget which one. I got too many things going on. There's another one. I signed an executive order. The oil will be flowing. Just wait, folks.
By year 3 or 4, maybe it sure will be worth it. Maybe shit will rebound so
Oh, it already
crazy.
came down some.
Oh yeah, some, but no, we need it. We need it like.
It's going to be right before the election at minimum.
Dude, the best part, yeah, the gas prices. Do we even talk about that? Everybody's crying like, look, he's a. Everybody was talking about how they're more expensive, and then everybody was pulling up gas prices during Biden and Harris. Like, look, it's more expensive than it is now.
Yep.
And back then, what
People's
are you
short-term memory, bro.
bitching about?
Yeah. Oh no, I made a whole.
Oh yeah, you bitching because you were told to bitch. You're being the little slave order taker and
Made a
doing
whole
as the
graphic.
TV tells you. Be mad at Orange Man. Oh yes, I would be mad at Orange Man. Yeah.
And
I don't
they
even know what he did, but I am mad, and it is
found that good idea.
authorized. Yeah, because I just believe as TV tell me. Yeah.
Found that good idea.
CNN said Trump bad. I believe CNN because they big news network.
Found
I
that
am
good
not big
idea.
man.
Oh
What
man, I guess
could
I posted
I
on my ass.
do other than trust other source than use my own intellect?
I made a graphic for it, bro, and so it's like 45-ish cents tax. So then with like all the other taxes, like sales tax and yada yada, we're paying, I think it was 68 cents extra on top of the gallon. We are number one for the tax. Alaska is last. But I guess every single state has a gas tax. We're just the highest.
Yeah, thanks to Pritzker. So come the voting, if you hate paying that gas tax, vote Pritzker out.
Ridiculous.
Get to the polling stations. Tired of saying it. No, it's not going to matter. Blah, blah, blah. It won't matter with that attitude and you not voting. You're damn right it's not going to matter when you don't go and try to do something about it. You're taking the pussy route out. Yeah, guess what? Doesn't matter how many times you fall. It matters how many times you get back up.
Bro, this happens so many times. The Trump assassination thing's not even trending anymore. Back to WWE Raw for tonight.
Yeah, it's like, another one? Wow. What
Kimmel
a
was
surprise.
Kimmel
which
was a
sucks,
jerkbag, as you would imagine, and he said, "Oh, look at Melania at the dinner. She's got a real like glow of her, like a woman looking to be a widow, like something completely off, bro."
It'll be really funny when he ends up in prison.
Yeah, here it is.
Melania is here. Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow. You know, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful.
You know, like, sure, if you don't like the guy, maybe funny. But like, if you don't like Trump, it's funny, man. But like, too soon. Because I mean, you could spin that like
we
if our
know his stance. So
if our guy said it, you know, you could take it like because they keep trying to attack Trump, dog. Like shit, she probably expecting to be a widow sometime soon. God dang.
more like just we know what side he's on.
Right.
So it is not all. But we know there's malice in there.
Here's how Jimmy Kimmel reacted when a far left-wing activist and agitator who's violently attacked federal agents with a firearm, brandishing a firearm, and then lost his life. Here's what Jimmy Kimmel had to say to Alex Craig.
And to the people of Minneapolis, to the Preddy family and the Good family, and these people who were looking out for their neighbors, we want you to know that we are with you and you are not alone.
We're with you and you're not alone. And then Jimmy Kimmel burst.
Fake AF.
I was really hoping I could pop this clip up quick somehow, and it worked out great because, yeah, bro. Like, that's how he acts when the crazy nut jobs are trying to attack ICE and obstruct justice. Like, absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Dan's echoing? Crap. Yeah, dude, like, yeah,
exactly. Just like
Jimmy Kimmel's not long for the television, I'm sure.
Yeah, free speech is one thing, but free speech doesn't mean you get to like say you can't incite violence against a certain person, or you can't make threats, stuff like that.
Right.
Free speech is all in free speech of non-violent rhetoric.
Straight up. You can't yell fire in a building.
It basically means the government can't keep you from it. Free speech means we're not a communist country, because you can say things in nonviolent rhetoric as long as they're true or not. But if they're true and they go against, whatever agenda the government's trying to do to you, and it might be bad, the communists, they just go, you can't say that. Now you're dead or you're in prison.
Like, bro, and then I don't like miss me with that, bro, because like during COVID, dog, they took down a whole bunch of my posts.
So
they banned a whole bunch of people.
Yeah,
like, god dang.
So the truth can't be buried.
Yeah, bro, it's all one-sided.
Overwhelmed with BS post crap of all this other stuff, but it can still at least be out there for somebody and the right mind and frequency to find.
We got Flotus here. The First Lady Melania Trump responds to Kimmel. Kimmel's hateful and violent rhetoric is intended to divide our country. This monologue about my family isn't comedy. His words are corrosive and deepens the political sickness within America. People like Kimmel shouldn't have the opportunity to enter our homes each evening to spread hate. A coward. Kimmel hides behind ABC because he knows the network will keep running cover to protect him. Enough is enough. It's time for ABC to take a stand. How many times will ABC's leadership enable Kimmel's atrocious behavior at expense of our community? Well, what you got to remember, too, is it's just not Kimmel, bro. He has writers. Yeah, it's not like he just walks out there and wings it, bro.
Where's the backlash at this? Because remember when Tony Hinchcliffe made the Puerto Rican jokes?
Right.
Yeah, everybody was up in arms. And this guy's talking about the president almost dying, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Nah.
Oh, what's this one?
It's there's two sides. One's obviously funded and protected, and the other side is out here just trying to guide people to the best.
Right? I can't imagine on those nights talking about anything other than what we are talking about, and I give a lot of credit to my colleagues for doing the same thing. I think it would be embarrassing if we didn't talk about this stuff. It would be shameful. I love telling jokes. I love being funny. I love when the audience laughs. There's nothing that's more exciting to me than that. But well-rounded human beings don't behave that way. And to say that, well, your job is this, it makes me, I bristle at that because, first of all, don't tell me what my job is.
Exactly.
I don't tell you what your job is. My job is whatever I decide my job is, or whatever my employer allows me to do. That's what my job is.
So what you're telling me is...
Yes. Conspiracy logic. We all missed the segment girls jumping on trampolines.
Right?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Probably the best show on television.
And now he turned to a cuck.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous, bro.
Interesting how that works.
At least the other dude's dope still.
I wonder how much money is in that offshore account. and make him so cocky.
Yeah, man, but I ain't got too much on it, man, for you. They caught the dude. He is hopefully being waterboarded somewhere.
You don't have to be waterboarded. I'm sure regular jail, not even prison, regular jail life would drive this guy so nuts.
I mean, he was pretty in it, dog.
The life he was used to living, I bet.
Yeah, he was an engineer, high IQ,
yeah, it's
yada
gonna be
yada.
an absolute shock to his state of well-being.
X-Search is not the best. Oh yeah, I just wanted a few clips of him.
There's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Well, you know, I've studied assassinations.
Why do you think this keeps happening to you?
I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this where they got them. But the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names here, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country, and there are a lot of people that are not.
This was the night of, bro. This was 2 hours after the event. Yeah, you know, I guess I'm honored, you know, but it's kind of weird to say that. But
I just keep watching the Secret Service on the left.
Oh, no, that's Todd Blanche. That's the new fill-in for Pam Bondi.
Oh, that is okay. I thought I recognized his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he might have been a Secret Service agent.
And then everybody's squawking about
the hand, the way he was holding his hand. It looked like the fake dummy hand. I was like, that dude just waiting. Oh, did you see the memes? They upgraded since the last assassination attempt. Because remember the Disney girl, like with the gun that she couldn't even like holster her gun or nothing.
Yeah.
The absolute like
the DEI hire.
Yeah, the DEI hire. Well, this time when you've seen JD Vance get escorted off and everything.
Yeah, that's this clip right here.
He was cool. He was cool as a cucumber, and he had an MP7. Bro, he's way better than any handgun. That MP7 talking to like, now we're talking. That's some real security.
Everybody's squawking about how they grabbed Vance first, and they got him right off the stage. They grabbed him. I mean, he the younger one, bro. He the fill-in. You know, Trump's technically a little bit of an expendable pawn at this point.
Oh, look at that slide, dude. That was Call of Duty as hell. Whoosh. Hell yeah, dude. Hardcore.
Someone cover the woman. Someone get the woman. All the ish talkers, bro. Like, what was the other guy? Steve? The guy that talks a lot of stuff. Oh, bro. Okay, this is what I wanted to pull up. He like covered the wife. Oh shit, I forgot to flip the camera on bus, guys. He like covered his wife or something. Everybody's talking about him like cowering down or something like that. And it was like, but he's protecting his pregnant wife, Stephen Miller. So he agreed to do a 60 minutes interview.
He's like, good, whatever. If they edit it, I'll make that money.
They'll have to edit a lot because we've already got this. Ready for this one?
You see the security moving quickly, within seconds, grabbing the vice president by his coat, lifting him up, bringing him out. Then the counter assault comes in. Took 10 seconds for them to flank you, Mr. President, and then 20 seconds to get you out. It looked chaotic. At one point, you were down. What was happening?
Well, what happened is it was a little bit me. I wanted to see what was happening. And I wasn't making it that easy for him. I wanted to see what was going on. And by that time, we started to realize maybe it was a bad problem, different kind of a problem, bad one, and different than what would be normal noise from a ballroom, which you hear all the time. And I was surrounded by great people, and I probably made them act a little bit more slow. They said, wait a minute, let me see, wait a minute. So, I'm telling guys.
Just at that moment where it looks like you go sort of down with the service, you were telling them to wait?
Well, no, what happened is then I started walking with them. I started walking, and they said, please go down on the floor. So I went down, and First Lady went down also, but we were asked to go down by the agents as I was walking. In other words,
Crowder was like, bro, this guy's so like worried about his public persona. For one, like he's been a public figure forever and you always don't want to look like a bitch. But two, like he's a president and everybody always trying to attack him. He's like, no, I can't get on my hands and knees with it. I can't get a meme of me.
That was a comment that the troll made earlier. Like, oh yeah, just like how they totally just let him, get up, after he got shot and put the fist up. Like, if you actually looked into things, he tells the whole thing. He's like, they were telling me, like, no, sir, is like, listen to me, it's an order. Like, they have to do as he says. Like, they're there to protect him, but they still have to take his orders. They're under his orders and his authority. So he was like, no, I gotta show the people, like, I have balls. And then he did that. That's what happened. Genghis.
Man,
You're like,
shoveling that garbage into my gullet, my brain, seeing it in all these other dumb sources, my confirmation bias. I don't know that it's there, but it's so strong. I'm just a succubus to it.
Like,
I got the TDS real bad.
Wilkinsane points out, she says the latest libtard download is that Trump's jealous of Putin's mansion castle and he will do anything to have this ballroom to show him up. Like, that's so petty.
I mean,
that's so petty.
I mean, honestly, look, we're supposed to be the #1 country in the world, and that is something that's on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but turning this into that is stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid.
He needs the ballroom so much they decided they stage a fake assassination.
Yeah. That's
Miss
whole thing
me.
with that. Yeah,
Miss me. That's handicapped. There's a few more clips I'll hunt for of this 60 Minutes one because we got to get through the good one.
Yeah, you got way
manifesto that I
more
think
other things to
is
worry about.
worth looking at in terms of determining his motive. He had been staying at the hotel since Friday. He checked in, he said he had cased the place, and he wrote, "What the hell is the Secret Service doing?" And he wrote this quote, "I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got is nothing." He wrote, like, this level of incompetence is insane. Sir, you have already had two attempted...
Well, he was pretty incompetent, too, because he got caught. And he got caught pretty easily. So I'd say he was pretty incompetent, too. I could take any event having to do with security or anything else.
Manifesto that
Sir, what do you have to say about this incompetence? Actually, he was the incompetent one. We caught his ass.
You could say we were incompetent, but he was more incompetent. So at the end of the day, we were less incompetent and better. So doesn't matter. He was the loser. I did what I do best. More winning.
Bro, we gotta find this other one, bro.
Yeah, like when I seen your text, like Trump got another, I was just like, I wasn't even just like, yep. It's crazy, like already used to it. Just like, oh, well, we got another one. But like, not really many worries because unless they went ISIS crazy.
Well, at least this one wasn't shots fired, so I guess that's a small less heightened.
Not at him, at least. A shot did go off.
I believe they shot at him?
I heard that they
Jays?
weren't sure, but they still thought like basically when he tripped or something when he was going through, like they thought his guns went off.
Toast? Oh, it's doing the echo thing real bad today. So it's probably just picking up on my mic. Too quiet, too quiet. Hey, little girl, let me light your candle because my monster hard to handle now. Yes, around. All right, try it.
That wasn't the song I was thinking of, but yeah.
Okay, did I fix it?
Did he fix it? Am I echoing? Echo, echo, echo. I just gotta bolster my bolsterous voice down a little bit. Hey, what's up?
I think I fixed it, everybody.
Scipione?
I might be a little bit more tight on the
It
mic
also
now.
might
Let me
just
know.
be metal shards in the guy's
Let me know if
ear.
I cut out too much or something. No more truck echo.
You did.
Monster truck rally? That could be cool. I flipped it back once.
I love Monster Jam. I love Monster Trucks.
Okay, next one.
That's
Are
my
you ready? I
tism.
think this might be the banger.
Gravedigger.
Are you ready? Do you remember the old Trump?
Dennis Anderson.
You remember the old Trump interviews we watched where they say something like "effed up" and he'd be like, "This is horrible. I'm done with this," and he just like drop the mic, like take the mic off and walk out.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I think he was about to do it, but he's like, "Damn, I'm the president now. I can't do that." All right, you ready for this?
So-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction?
Look at him look at the screen. Watch him look at the camera.
Wrote this. I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
But,
do
you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Don't act stupid now, you dummy. You know exactly what you were trying to set up.
Bro.
But, do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are
never,
the gunman's words.
excuse me. You shouldn't be.
You didn't have to platform him, dumbass. Like, dude, get out of here. And he goes, excuse me again.
Was never, excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead. Let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in the other thing in the manifesto.
And then he hit her with one more.
Disgrace. But go ahead. Let's finish the interview.
The other thing that he wrote in the other thing in the manifesto.
This dude's the goat, in my opinion, bro. Like, dude.
It's like, it's not exactly like, it might be a little rude and whatnot, but guess what? They've just been pulling bullshit for so long. It's just like, we understand he's not this great, like, the perfect dad figure of the country. But guess what? He's getting shit done, and he don't give a fuck what you think. Oh, shit, there we go. Might pop off one of them.
Dude. You shouldn't be reading that on the TV. You should have said, like, he said some very, accusational things.
Yeah.
Like, did you want to say anything about that? Like, you can go and read it on the internet, folks. I don't think we should be saying them here. Like, we've gone past that kind of truth on television a long time ago.
Y'all that don't think he, was great, but some of the policies is okay. And then you talk about not voting and not wanting to, you don't like politics, not getting involved. But then you complain about things. Well, maybe you should get involved. Maybe it's actually kind of an important part of life because it's kind of like what runs a lot of your life, what lets you live your life a certain way.
Yep.
So you might want to pay attention.
And then also,
you might need to get involved.
The whole shtick of the show,
it's
folks.
That thing. Words mean nothing without action.
Awareness brings realization. So also, you got to share this shit out to people, dog. If you are, like, in some kind of a, like, friend situation and job situation, you can't share this on your effing public social, then be sharing this privately with people so people know the effing information, dude. Share it out. Blog description in the link down below. Link in the blog link in the description box down below. You can go to the website, get all of the posts that we go over through the week for every episode, so you can pull them up, look into them more. Sometimes, you know, I'm ADD and I don't watch the whole thing. I feel like I'm boring you. I like to keep it moving here. So you can pull it up and finish it, or maybe share it to somebody that you think needs to know the info, dog.
Yeah.
Like same side or the middle side, or maybe like some moron like Trolley who's so effortful to make multiple accounts and come back here because he's glazing us so badly.
I will happily give my part to the ballroom. I'll actually give more than what would be my percentage of a taxpayer part. Because you know what? All of our, and this is...
We appreciate that, Dan, but it pays for one table.
Over the estimated, but yeah, guess how much it's going to cost each taxpayer for the new ballroom? One-time fee, about $2.25, $2.25 in a year. That is per person for 1 year. One-time fee. Every single for 1 year. All of our registered taxpayers, we all just pay $2.25 a drink, a water at a gas station.
$2.25?
Yes.
That's interesting.
It's supposed to take about 400 million.
Right.
And there is in 22 there was 165 million registered taxpayers. Guess how many people don't file in a year? And they file in between other off years. You don't have to file for 5 or 7 years or whatever as a individual, unless you're an actual company. So guess what? That means there's probably a good 10 million more. And that's what I did off a safe number. And we are 4 years later. Guess what? Population always growing. So yeah, about just a little over $2. One-time fee. Everybody, instead of you buy that water, guess what? It's for the country. It's something
140 million people.
So it went down. It went down 25 million people. So exactly. That's how many people, that's how many returns were received. Ask how many taxable Americans there are.
153.
And that's 22.
Oh, so the same number you came up with. I was seeing if there was a newer one.
The total filers.
But yeah.
But not everybody files.
Dude,
and that's what I'm getting at. As we just seen the gap.
Yeah.
In how you word it, or just the years and how, like, who files, because you don't have to file every year.
Right.
Necessarily. They make it really scary and whatnot. And, you know, everybody's scared of IRS jail. But it's mostly just fines.
Minimum
they just hit you with
years,
fines. That's
7 years before you get in mega trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't get in trouble. And I went darn near on the line.
So on that note, small little win for the week. This is what happens when you have a builder in office, right?
Yeah.
So Trump saved America $298 million on the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool. A historic pool where MLK gave his I Have a Dream speech was leaking and a filthy disaster. The government bureaucrats wanted to blow $300 million, and it was going to be a 3+ year ordeal to rip it all up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you know how it used to look? It used to look beautiful, the water and everything. When I went there recently, I'm like, ugh. Like, I wouldn't jump in that, no.
Trump said, no, I got this, bro. Called in real pool experts, scrubbed the original granite, sealed it, and topped it with American flag blue industrial coating. $1.5 to $2 million, done in 2 weeks, and it'll last 40 to 50 years.
And it looks better than it did. Wow, yeah, look at that. Democrats are great at wasting money.
Yeah, bro. Well, or maybe also Republicans, but it's just, the bureaucrats and
it's the rhinos.
In the office place.
I'd say most all Republicans have that frugal, homestead. We gotta
the good
save.
ones, yes. Yes. So mostly Democrats, but to Iron Man it, maybe there's a couple rhinos in there too, but
good to
they wanted to do a 3-year, $300 million BS, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they were just all trying to retire.
Yeah, man.
Just like those people.
A bunch of people using other people's money, bro. How much less do you spend if you're talking about your own money compared to spending somebody else's money?
Yeah.
You know?
I literally have been in the middle of what government built and spent money on, and it's atrocious how much money was spent on it for nothing, and then it had to have been auctioned off for pennies on the dollar. Like, and this is why, like people, not a lot of people think much past. I work, I do like thing in a place, and like they sell the things, and money comes in, and then my paycheck comes in, like distributions from their profits and whatnot. They don't understand like all these other like they don't ever think the total beginning of some little piece of material, like a screw. A screw was made in a factory, sold by them. Then it's put into a product. Then it's sold in that product. Then that product goes to a shelf. Then that product gets either scrapped or resold down the line. The money like grows and it minuses like through its life pretty much in value of like the current market. And people are like, the economists are like, yeah, nobody can really tell you how the economy works. Yeah, because it does. It's basically like a biological being. It kind of does as it wants. Like you could introduce water into the system. It'll become more hydrated. You can give it certain supplements. It changes it in this way. You can give it drugs. It messes it up in that way. But like it will do some like we didn't know cancer was a thing. All of a sudden the cells just mutated into cancer cells. The economy all of a sudden can do crazy things we've never seen it do before. It mutates per se.
My favorite description.
It literally is just like a way to like give us something to think we have a system of something to do here. Because what is the human thing? Like, I need a purpose. Like, what's my purpose? I need to do. And so it gives us like an exchange of doing to then.
Like Trolley, he doesn't have a purpose. So what does he do? He flails out and says weird, obscene shit to people. You know, if you don't have a good purpose.
If money wasn't there and you tried to like, basically it's Neanderthal times, or we try to do this government thing with the whole money and like try to keep a control on it because there isn't really a way. Like there is no exact way the economy works when you have currency, money. If you have gold, stuff like that. Yeah, it's physical. It can only go to so many different places, be so many different places at once. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that wasn't convenient. We needed to save time, so currency became a thing. And then, yeah, they figured out how you can almost make an endless loop.
My favorite explanation of money is from that Michael Saylor guy who's he runs the big huge crypto like hedge fund kind of thing and everything. But he explains that money is just a store of energy. And that's why you lose money when it stays stagnant, because energy needs to flow.
Yeah. Body in motion stays in motion. If the blood stops flowing, you're dead. Like that, your blood has to keep flowing. Everything. Think about it. At the biological, the atomic level, only things that are alive are moving. Anything that is not alive, even materials, like
things not moving die. Like if you stay stagnant, if you get old,
can't even become. It doesn't even stay a material, basically, because all atoms are moving at least a little bit. Once they stop moving, shit goes hay-wacky. Yep, real hay-wacky.
Yeah, it's all entropy, bro. That is an unfortunate law of God's universe, man. Everything has the potentiality to just break
down. Stagnant, loses value. It just sucks. Man. Yeah. Everything's got to get chipped on, worked on, this and that. Which was great when like we use our intellect to make it where we can make these machines to help us for so long where we didn't have to work on them so much. We just had to make them the one time to help us, but then, the whole economy got involved. And now we have to make things so they fail early. And so now we got basically just put ourselves back in the hole that we were in. Like we did technology to free ourselves of time. And now we've made this technology to help us. Only it perpetuates us just making more technology and giving us these things to do and keeping the money rolling. So it is weird. It's like, yeah, we got to make money, but at the same time, we got to do it a different way because it's just making our productivity in the human environment and progressing just whatever this is around us in technology. It's just way slowing it down.
Right.
That's all
Absolutely
it's doing.
ridiculous, man.
It's just molasses in our wheels, dude.
You brought up, like the cancer. Speaking of cancer, here's this week's reminder that we are not doctors. We are not medical professionals. Get medical advice from your doctor. But ivermectin and fenbendazole treatment is still getting pretty good out there. Chemo is the only class of drugs in the United States where doctors get a cut. Estimated average oncologist makes 55% of their income on chemotherapy drugs that they sell.
Yeah.
Read that again. Chemo is the only class of drugs in the United States where doctors get a cut. If this is true, that's ridiculous. Well, that and the COVID jab, right?
Yeah.
Estimated average cancer doctor makes a little bit over half of their income from chemo drugs that they sell. Have you ever worked a job with commissions?
Oh, a little bit, but I try to not do that because
How much shit do you sell if your check depends on how much shit you sell?
you're gonna sell as much as you can. But that's the thing. Like I'd say it's just got to be greed because they still get their they still get their checkup fee and all that.
Yeah, but if you got a job, bro, purpose, man. Your purpose is to make more money so you can buy more crap and take care of your family more, have good things. So you got that money carrot on a stick, people going to do crap to get more of that money. So pretty interesting because also this week I was hearing that there are reports of doctors firing their cancer patients for taking the ivermectin fenbendazole treatment, bro.
Jeez.
So they find out that they're taking this ivermectin fenbendazole treatment that now has a 80-page report showing extremely positive results of people taking the ivermectin fenbendazole treatment. And they had stage 3, stage 4, metastasized to bone, prostate, breast cancer were the ones that I was looking at. And if these testimonials in this report are true and accurate, the cancer was going away. And so now these doctors are, cutting people loose because they're not going to make money on them, dog.
Yeah.
Connect the dots, man. I'm like, am I crazy? What do you think, guys?
Yeah, it's just sick, man.
Makes sense to me, man. I saw these on 2 separate days, and I was like, oh, connect the dots. There you go. That makes sense.
Fire your doctor, save a bunch of money, look up old, what would you call it?
Get a different doctor.
The old aunties.
If you got cancer, bro. If you got cancer,
stuff.
bro, get a doctor. Listen to the doctor. But if you don't like what the doctor's saying, don't be lazy and stupid. Go get a different doctor, bro. The chemo shit, dude. Doctors. I've watched a whole bunch of cancer doctors, man, and they all say it is literally plain chicken, bro. It's literally it will kill you. The whole game is can we kill the cancer faster than we kill you with the chemo?
Yeah.
And that is difficult for me to get behind, that being the pinnacle of, Western medicines and freaking currently where we're at with all kinds of crazy shit,
that
dude.
type of stuff wouldn't that rhetoric doesn't make sense in R&D anywhere.
Oh, okay. I did post it for
what you
evidentiary proof. Yeah, right here, man. This is the alleged story of cancer doctors firing patients for taking the ivermectin fenbendazole treatment.
I'm not going to crucify him or sell him. I'm not going to see you because you're not doing this, which is what we have been seeing. I mean, you have no idea the number of patients that I have been seeing in my office that come to see me because they were fired by some other doctor because they were on some repurposed drug. I mean, they were fired. There is no that communication that you're talking about needs to be a two-way communication. And yes, I'm willing to work with you, but I also understand that you are an individual. You have a freedom of choice, and you can decide. I mean, if you know that the cigarette is going to kill you, and that's what you want to do, that's your right. Yeah. I mean, I have to accept it.
And going back to the basics, what does doctor mean? In Latin, it means teacher. And all we can do is teach. Doctor doesn't mean forcer. MD doesn't mean minor deity. MD should mean make a difference. And so to fire a patient just because the patient has a different philosophy, I think that negates the whole construct of a profession.
It's unreal.
It's unethical.
It's, the number of people that I have seen fired from large cancer institutions just because they elected to take repurposed drugs in addition to their usual chemotherapeutic agents is unbelievable. To me, that is absolute nonsense. And not only that, it should be illegal. I mean, it should be something that the medical board should come after those guys and say, you abandon the patient. Because that's patient abandonment.
Absolutely bonkers, man. I can't even believe that this is true, man. Doctors firing people for taking a regiment of literal medications that won a Nobel, or is it a Nobel Prize? Whatever. Yeah, I think it was like a Nobel Prize, bro.
Yeah. Or Pulitzer?
And win a prize.
Yeah, Nobel.
Google's woke AI. Yes, ivermectin is considered an award-winning drug, but not for COVID-19. Yeah, Nobel. 2015 Nobel Prize. 2015 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to scientist William C. Campbell and Satoshi Amora for their discoveries leading to the development of ivermectin.
Yeah, and no, definitely didn't get any more sour trolly. It's just there was a video playing, so I wasn't trying to speak over the video, and I had more time to just type it out. That's how that works.
That's what the chat's for, Trolley.
That's
I know
what it
your
works
brain doesn't
for.
noodle very well,
Yeah,
but
I know you said we are so dumb, but I think the projection is popping through, Bubby.
while the drug itself won a Nobel Prize for anti-parasitic properties, major health organizations, including the FDA, WHO, CDC, who do not recommend, approve. Oh, that's not true, bro. Yep. Now we're gonna have to argue. We're gonna have to argue with the AI. Wilkinson was done with it, bro.
Yeah, the only thing good about Illinois being blue is that, well, the only bad part about it actually is that it wasn't earlier. Because if it was, your mom probably would have made some choices. So yeah.
Well, she wouldn't have made a choice because she didn't know he was going to turn out to be a failure. He had a lot of more high hopes for the damn troll, and then he decided to just be a loser.
Is he saying that stuff on the internet again? Oh,
Hey,
no.
crickets. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only say certain things on the internet, Trolley. You'll find that out soon. Probably. I mean, maybe not if you decide to figure it out, but you may not. I can't control if your neurons and brain cells are actually populating and figuring it out, but we will find out. The future is to come.
Okay.
Future.
We will make America great again.
10 o'clock. All
Again.
right.
All the idiots and trolls.
We will make America great, even for the trolls. You know, the trolls need a great America too, because, you know, maybe sort of you could say maybe Joe Biden and the deep state Democrats making America shitty just birthed more trolls. It was like a troll breeding ground for this.
I mean,
these morons.
If you think about it, it's kind of like a kitten, you know? It's going to be unhappy when it steps in shit. It didn't realize it was its own shit that it's unhappy about stepping in. It's kind of like the Democrats. They make a bunch of shit, then they step in it, and they're like, I'm unhappy, and I'm going to complain, but I'm going to say it's the other guy's fault. And then when the other guy that's the enemy fixes this stuff, then all of a sudden they get happy, and they're like, this place ain't so bad. It's like, wow, look at that. You were mad at the shit you started, but you didn't realize you started. You didn't know. And then the person that wanted to fix it, you didn't want them to fix it. So just be happy that daddies are here to take care of the children that are still out there that never quite grow up. It is what it is. That's what leaders do. We have to take care of the weak in our pack,
Wait, Steezy got a good question. I'm not sure about methylene blue for high blood pressure people. What I do know about methylene blue, long story short, it is a mitochondria booster. And so apparently it just juices up the mitochondria in your cells. So, hey, I'm not a medical professional here, right? Like, look it up, do your own research. And, I don't recommend taking anything. But the studies and the reports on methylene blue are basically saying that if you are maybe lacking in the, power cell or the power portion of your cells, the mitochondria, if, maybe, those aren't doing great or you're like kind of sick or, like unhealthy slightly or something, you would see benefits from taking methylene blue. But that, and then likewise, if you're already pretty healthy and your mitochondria are functional or something, or high functional, like I have too many mitochondria probably, maybe you wouldn't see as many results or something, or, much of a change or something. But I do have methylene blue and I do enjoy it. So it could perhaps help blood pressure. Wilkinsane, maybe you could remind us. I'm stupid, and for some reason I can't lock it in the noodle. What is the Dr. Berg recommendation on the blood pressure? I forget what supplement it was, but if you're looking for blood pressure
probably literally salt. What
Just
they
type
said
in-
makes high blood pressure probably is literally how to get it back down.
No joke, dog.
Because we and Joe Rogan have already went over that. It was basically a hoax of a study. It was very biased. They forgot one key factor.
Or like that stupid Kramer CNN stock guy or whatever TV channel he's on. Whatever he says, do the opposite, and you'll make money.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah, when it's the bear
if you're
market,
looking,
go bullish. When
if you're
it's the
looking for
bull market,
free
go bearish.
independent doctor advice, just in YouTube, type in Dr. Berg and then whatever the hell problem you're trying to fix, and he or somebody like him should come up in the feed and probably help make you feel a lot better or cure your problem. And a lot of the answer is vitamin D3 with K2, because most people don't get enough of that. So you will never believe what they've got in Chicago. Kind of like California, but Chicago, get it? Haha. Chicago Teachers Union just sent out the curriculum for public school teachers, and it indoctrinates kids by calling Trump a fascist in the school textbooks. Like another like indoctrination school campaign here, folks. This right here says what to expect from authoritarians. They will stoke fear and chaos to keep us off balance. They will make threats to get people to obey in advance. They will weaponize fear of subgroups to keep us divided and apart. Bruh. I didn't know they were teaching conspiracy theories in school now, but it's all projection, eh? Because then you go, what is fascism? Blah, 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 blah. Trump going after critics, right and left alike. P. John Bolton. What? John Bolton. They got Trump in the definition of fascist. That's ridiculous.
I mean, there's other names in fascism in the past, but those are actual fascists. So
Eugenics
there's
and racialized
still not enough to convince me.
And racial polarization, going after cities with black mayors.
Yeah, enough would be maybe saying there is some, but that's the thing. There hasn't been one that's full fascist. You could maybe try to argue it could lean that way, but the actual intent and in history of things that he has done similar to past occurrences does not end in fascism.
Anything to do with the general definition of fascism. That is handicapped.
Dude, they've literally just been changed. That's how they get what they've literally been changing the definitions in the dictionaries
100%.
so they can get the narrative that they want. That's the games that they're playing. That's how ridiculous this is, which should basically be seen exactly as communism.
100%, bro.
Because I don't see how it is different other than actual physical enforcing of said things. So
Oh yeah, this one's a little bit late because the Pope was like what last week's topic, on April 9th,
Yeah, finding out the Pope is a little lame.
Barack
Oh, wait,
Hussein
already knew
Obama,
that.
his top advisor David Axelrod met with the Pope. The Vatican even issued a press release about it. Days later, the Pope's closest allies went on a 60 Minutes interview and attacked Trump. Just interesting timeline there, right?
Definitely.
Now, as I exclusively reported, who was this? Where's the OG post? I need to find the OP here. Oh, it's a Loomer, of course. Now, as Laura Loomer exclusively reported, woke right Catholic Trump haters Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens are in Rome at the same time. They arrived at the same time one day after the DOJ indicated that the SPLC was being fraudulent and funded extremists while claiming to combat them. So, hey, we're starting to stretch a little. But interesting timing. Who arranged the trip? Who are they meeting? Are they meeting the Pope? She's getting a little bit clickbaity, right? It's becoming clear that Barack Hussein Obama himself may be tied to the woke right and the Catholic Church's Trump hate. I mean, maybe not Obama, but at minimum, his advisors seem to have gone and had a meeting with the Pope, and then they came out talking ish about Trump. What a winky dink, eh? Very, very interesting. What do y'all think about that one?
Yeah. I'd be careful there. The rhetoric that you're spreading there, buddy. I don't think you quite understand your words, but it's okay. All right, you might understand soon.
So, Trump just, playing the art of the deal as usual, right?
No, this guy's literally a retard. I mean, it isn't his name. He is a retard, but yeah.
Yep, we're aware.
Yeah.
So, Trump all over here playing the art of the deal, and he is now adding 17 of the world's largest pharma companies into the Trump RX, like low cost, like medical medications and shit like that, right? Representing 80% of the branded drug market. They have now agreed to sell their drugs to the American patients at the lowest prices. Another big win, bro.
Oh,
People
wow,
don't talk
more
about.
winning.
People don't talk about it.
With this announcement, 17 of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies, representing 80% of the branded drug market, have now agreed to sell their drugs to American patients at the lowest prices anywhere in the world. We're going to have the lowest prices in the world. This will result in the largest drop in prescription drug prices in the history of the United States of America. I mean, it should be front page news, but it won't be. It'll be back on page 19, but the people get it. That's why we're in the Oval Office, I guess. With this.
Yeah, straight up, dog. I think that's a pretty damn big deal, bro. You don't hear none of that covered ever. So TrumpRx.com, if you or a loved one needs medication stuff or something, I'm pretty sure you just go straight to the website. Find the world's lowest prices on prescription drugs. And then you can browse by things and stuff. But if you are someone who often needs medical stuff, check this website out or tell your doctor. Nah, man, I ain't paying that. I heard about Daddy Trump's Trump RX. Don't give me them low prices, damn it. What's this? What's a pen? What pen? What medication pen costs $1,500?
I know there's fat pens, GLP ones or whatever the heck.
What's Gonal F? Prescription medication often used in fertility treatments. Oh, it's the IVF thing. Bet. So $1,500 down to $250. That's insanity.
Wow. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, so hopefully some people can go and make some babies, because God bless, we need more smart people in America. Whatever Wegovy pill was $13.50 $1,349 is down to $149. Bro, that's crazy. That's almost a 10x difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trump RX.
Not quite 10, but
check it out.
not quite 10, but it's a big, big difference.
Like damn close, right? That's pretty cool. Won't see that one on the lamestream media.
Sure won't.
So this one, I
Trump
think,
positivity is illegal almost to be on the mainstream.
no, right, bro. So this one's kind of like the like, you know, aftershocks of the whole SPLC thing. If racism almost is entirely gone away, what would the Democrats campaign on?
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, man. That's
What
why they
would it be? Yeah.
gotta
It's a
fabricate
good
it, man.
question.
The political left is responsible for the destruction of American race relations. Let's check out this graph. The term frequency in popular U.S. newspapers: racist, racists, and racism. Okay, so allegedly this graph is just those three words on a chart. Okay, and if you see here, folks, this is what you want your stock portfolio to do. This is not what you want talking about those words to do. And this is citing the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, Washington Post, and the Wall Street Journal. So super duper low down here. So like 1970. Oh, it spikes a little in the 90s. Uh-oh. Then we're bringing it down.
And wham!
And
It
then-
almost shot up like Bitcoin.
Oh, 2010, it seems that everything just kind of got out of control.
Man.
Oh,
I wonder
geez.
what was happening around them times.
Oh, geez, guys. What happened?
Another coinky dink.
Yeah, that's a
A
Barack
lot of
Obama time, right?
coincidences.
He got in at 08.
It's okay. They are all totally only coincidences every time.
So Trump got in 2016 one to be 08, right? Yeah. He started in 08, right? So Barack Obama got into office, and then all of a sudden we got more racism talk. So we voted the first black man into United States presidential office. And all of a sudden everybody got more racist. If this were true, maybe it was because he didn't do a good job.
If that was true, let's see, when was Barack voted in? Oh, 2008, right?
That's
or
what I was
was it
saying.
even earlier?
That's what I was just saying, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few years off there.
No, it's when it started. So he got in, and then all of a sudden everybody got more racist. Like,
No, look at the graph. Like when it, no, it's way
it
after.
spiked right here.
In the Washington Post.
And then what?
The Washington Post was the only one.
This is 2020, bro. So like 2016
Yeah.
would be where? You know, so it was right when he got into office.
It's
You know,
right at the end
and it
of
all
his
started,
term.
right?
It's right at the end of his term when it all
2010?
spikes. 2012 is when it all starts spiking, dude.
And then he was until 2016 because he had 2 terms. Trump got into office 2016, right?
So second term, they actually is when they got racist. Washington Post was the only one racist up in the front of it. Nobody else really. It's like the tiniest bump, but it's the same as 1980, so I couldn't even consider it. And then in his second term, they're like, all right, one was good enough. Now we're getting racist.
Almost like the Democrats needed to ramp it up at the end of his era because who
Yeah.
are they going to get in next, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden we find out that before the 2020 election, Biden gave a speech at Gettysburg saying
Hey, welcome back, Nilt the Mayor.
Hey.
Haven't seen you for a while.
Biden gave his speech about the Gettysburg, saying he decided to run for office again after Charlottesville far-right rally in 2017. The rally was a galvanizing moment for leftists and Democrats who campaigned and fundraised it off of it for years, claiming they needed power and money to stop the white supremacy. If y'all weren't familiar or forgot, Charlottesville is the, quote, very fine people hoax. So this is one that Trolley is brought up many a times which has now been proven it was clipped completely out of context. And he said, not the white supremacists and the neo-Nazis, right? So Biden's White House met with SPLC officials at least 11 times after he won, according to the visitor logs. And the SPLC has now been completely found indicted guilty by a grand jury for giving millions of dollars to groups like the KKK, the Patriots Front, blah, 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 bro.
Yeah.
Right here, bro.
Blew back.
The KKK, American Nazi Party, Aryan Nation, United Clans of America, Unite the Right, National Alliance, National Socialist Movement, Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club, and America Front. So it's almost like they were literally creating the racism.
Well, think about it. It was just racist posts, correct? About that all that graph was about. It's just racist posts.
Words mentioned in United States popular newspapers.
About racist stuff, right?
The word racist, racists, and racism.
Not calling Barack Obama racist, correct?
Correct. Just talking about it more.
So, do we remember what the rhetoric was back then? Does anybody remember? Because I remember what it was. That was the start.
Right.
That was the start of Trump's a racist. All these people racist. It wasn't because a black man was president. It was because their side kept yelling racist against all these racist white people. That's what all the racist posts are about. It's all of them.
Yep.
It's none of us.
Right.
Not our side.
Yep. It was in the newspapers.
That's
it wasn't
why.
like people talking online or something, or like crimes.
You could say, it's fabricated. No, it's literally just a bunch of dinguses posted. Somebody who they really didn't like that the black man who probably wasn't born here got to the presidency. They're just jealous, yada, yada. No, we were expressing real concern. So, and we didn't say anything about racism, didn't bring up shit about racism. They just said, oh, it's because you're all racist. Just because there's a black man in office. I don't care if I am the best Supreme Court justice we have is a black guy.
Yep.
I love the guy to death.
Yep.
What?
I'm going to be so sad when Clarence Thomas retires.
Their brain literally has confirmation bias virus or something. Like we gotta, because like it's so funny because it's woke mind virus. They bipolar flip.
Yep.
If it doesn't start doing, and then they'll flip and then they circle back.
Yep.
And then they don't even realize what they have done. You see the whole thing, and then they basically argument for their point and then your point. And then after they basically argued for your point, they go back to, yeah, no, it can't be that way. You see this original point, that's actually what's right. You're like, just mind boggle, like, wait, I just watched a donkey chase its tail.
It's literally what Trolley does in the chat every Monday night.
It's a weird thing to actually witness and make any sense of it. It's really hard to contemplate.
Right? Painful, dog.
Mental institutions disappeared, and well, things have changed.
Don't forget how the fake news system works.
Have changed.
Prime example here is Democrats and their MSM, like mainstream media, PR wing should launder the SPLC's propaganda as, quote, news. In this 2022 CBS News segment, SPLC Director Susan Cork is teed up to say that violent extremism in MAGA is one of the biggest existential threats that is facing our democracy. That's when they all started saying that, right?
Yeah.
Extreme, hateful, anti-democratic beliefs are now thoroughly infecting the mainstream, blah, blah, blah. So the SPLC would put all this bullshit out, and then the news would report on it like it was fact, bro.
So what is it that a president can do that can address what you've identified as some of the leading causes of this?
Thank you. Thank you for that question. It's an important one. I think by labeling that this is one of the biggest existential threats that is facing our democracy. I don't want to be an alarmist.
All the clips of when they were saying that one over and over and over again. Such an existential threat to our democracy. Absolutely bonkers, man. Which clearly confirms, in my humble opinion, that racism is the main business model of the left. Right here, dog. SPLC revenue before Charlottesville, $51 million, right? SPLC revenue after Charlottesville, the very fine people hoax bullshit, right? $133 million, bro. The SPLC paid $270,000 to a Unite the Right rally leader. And then that's the other crazy thing is they were paying the leaders. So it wasn't like they were just like, paying like informants like they claimed. Because when this came out, they came back and were all like, oh, we were just paying, informant people. We're just, getting information on them, doing investigative reporting. Now, dude, they were paying leaders. So call me crazy, Dan. What does this sound like? Doesn't this sound like nudging?
It's an awful lot like a little bit of a nudge.
Sounds like that Governor Whitmer thing, bro, where, they said, oh, these crazy people kidnapped Governor Whitmer. And then we found out that, like, of the, 15 people, 12 of them were federal agents.
It just so happens like it's an op.
Absolutely bonkers, bro. And then to wrap things up, in regard to the deep state left attack on the independent middle right space, here's a breakdown of the SPLC appearing to either be a useful idiot or maybe they were nudged by the deep state Fed or system, right? Or in cahoots with previous deep state left administrations, right? They make false news about people like Tim Pool, and then everyone promotes it to create fake the racism narrative, right?
I'm going to wrap this all up for you guys and just give a brief overview of what I think is going on based on my experience. At the time when this article was published, March 9th, my birthday, by the way, 2018, the article that the SPLC was forced to take down was attacking individuals who were critical of U.S. involvement in Syria, of which I was passively critical of it, mocking that the media only praised Trump as presidential when he fired 59 Tomahawk missiles into Syria. The purpose of this article, back then, the phrase alt-right, initially...
This is where they changed definitions like you were saying earlier, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is in 2016. It meant an alternative to the conservative base. So there were many individuals who were traditional conservatives, not white supremacists, who identified as alt-right. Then along came the Associated Press, issuing their guidelines saying that alt-right means white nationalist. At that moment, retroactively, anyone who ever claimed they were alt-right, there was now proof they admitted they were white nationalists. That was the psyop. So there are some individuals. I'm going to leave people's name out of it because it's kind of an old issue, but this matters for where I'm going. You go on X and people say we are no longer the conservative base. We're an alternative to the right, saying that Trump represents something other than Bush and the neocons. Someone would then tweet, "I stand with the alt-right" or something like that. Then the AP changes the definition to mean white nationalist.
This is perfect for how you were bringing that up freaking before, right, dog? Like, oh my God, it's almost like you know what you're talking about.
It's like I understand things.
Journalists then grabbed tweets from a year prior and wrote new articles saying, remember when conservative admitted they were a white nationalist? That was the psyop.
Yeah.
This article was a desperate attempt to link leftists like Max Blumenthal. I don't even call him a leftist, but he's a lefty. They wanted to link Max Blumenthal. They wanted to criticize him and discredit him. The problem is people like him and Jimmy Dore that criticize the U.S. involvement in the Middle East, they were not lining up with the Democratic Party. Many liberals that used to be anti-war were just anti-Trump at this point. So these individuals that were anti-Trump were also anti-intervention and were massively critical, including Ronnie Akalik as well, who still is.
So true, man. If you guys are into this, man, check out this one from Tim Pool. Got it on the blog page in the link description down below, that receipts page. But he just really breaks it down, dude. How the whole thing is linked together with the SPLC. and they just put out the propaganda. Then they changed the definitions. Like absolutely insanity. Very interesting, man. Very, very crazy.
Craziness. Just like how crazy ignorance is out there. It is widespread. It is a problem.
So also, SPLC was also the thing. What was also the thing? Oh, SPLC was also the thing that Google, Facebook, and YouTube was using to ban, demonetize, and deplatform everyone, bro. So they were utilizing the fake BS of SPLC to freaking shut down the dissenting talk against the deep state system.
SPLC, according to their own website. References available 11 a.m. every day. Bibliography every show. The SPLC is a catalyst for racial justice in the South and beyond, working in partnership with communities to dismantle white supremacy, strengthen intersectional movements, and advance the human rights of all people. And the way they did that is by censoring mainstream right-leaning conservative voices, pressuring big tech, working in tandem, by the way, with the Biden and Obama administration. They referenced the SPLC ad nauseum, destroying lives while paying the leadership of said racial supremacist groups. This is why when we made ourselves cancel proof, and that's because of your membership, right? Mug Club, it's now Rumble Premium, we saw the writing on the wall. Early on, we didn't want to be reliant on sponsors. We knew that YouTube was going to try and pinch that valve. They demonetized us. We saw it coming. But when we were starting our awareness campaign, going back to 2015, we constantly used the SPLC as a reference point because that is who all of the big tech companies would cite. Make no mistake, this is a giant that has fallen. The Southern Poverty Law Center today only serves as a propaganda wing of the left. People need to understand that. In 1986, the
Whoa, he looks like so young and like far back ago, and our side was already on the whole sniffed out the SPLC is pushing a bunch of BS propaganda.
Smell the BS before it started, Omar.
as a propaganda wing of the left. People need to understand that. In 1986, the entire staff outside of the founder left the SPLC, and most of them said it was because the organization was shifting from fighting against death penalty, from fighting for social justice sort of landmark cases, to simply targeting conservatives and creating their right-wing hate watch.
Solo quiero que les veas el rostro. Míralos, a los miembros del SPLC. Han ayudado a miles de víctimas de las palabras de Mug Club.
We do need to band together and understand the size of the enemy that we're facing right now. And the SPLC is a huge one.
Porque en el trato con la LPNC.
Nos diciendo se habían clasificados a 900 organizaciones como grupos judíos, la mejor oportunidad de tumbar al Mug Club como uno.
By the way, these are the same people, the SPLC, who determines what content is hate speech, what content is allowed. We're going to grab the SPLC by the dick, and we're going to kick them in the ass! The SPLC is one of the main, I guess you would say one of the main seats on this board of directors that YouTube has in determining content guidelines. With Mug Club growing into the largest pay service subscription model on the... See, the SPLC are arbiters of what's determined hate speech and allowed on the platforms. And they decided that Blacko had to go. And this may be why when people say they're all the same, I just don't agree. I have been around for a long time, and we've had to deal with lawyers in the SPLC and conversations with Google executives, YouTube executives who would cite the SPLC. This is a big deal. They are not all the same because the left enables, references, directs people to, and supports the SPLC. I have not been thrilled with Kash Patel's job performance. I have not been thrilled with this DOJ in a lot of ways. This is a big win, and it's a bigger win than most people realize because the SPLC has been pretty effective in really affecting change without you knowing about it.
Yeah, dude, 100%, bro. That's why if you ain't following Mr. Steven Crowder and you're into this stuff, folks, you should most certainly be doing that. Follow him on X,
SPLC,
Rumble,
according to their...
if you're not very big on the Rumble, even though you should, we're the home platform here on Rumble, folks. So you should follow Mr. Steven Crowder on the Rumble. That's where he does his live show. But you can see some of his clips on YouTube. But if you're into this shit, man, follow him on all the platforms, man. He's got a really good team, man. They put together a really good show, bro. But he's been trying to ring the bell on the SPLC for a long time now. And this is the official U.S. Department of Justice, their post on this. Indicted alleges SPLC secretly funneled more than $3 million in funds to members of white supremacist and extremist groups. This was the Genesis post here. But yeah, man, I think Crowder was on that one quick, bro. Very true.
Oh yeah. Very, very true.
And then, good friend of the show, Miss Data Republican, we have a breakdown thread from her. If you guys are into this stuff, definitely pull this one up on the receipts post in the description box here.
And a conventional politician. And it's only you can only get a Donald Trump if you have a completely democratic system, which, by the way, it's democratic and a conventional.
Pretty true. We are all sick of it. You have to elect this crazy son of a biscuit in because it's so liberally Democrat. People are sick of it.
Mm-hmm. People are like, well, yeah, we're sick of you saying 2 + 2 = 5. It just doesn't work. We're taking back the reins. You can't just keep spreading all this bull crap out there.
Here's Brookings Senior Fellow William Galston at the National Endowment of Democracy's NED most prestigious annual lecture. He explains that liberal democracy requires some abridgment of majoritarianism. Translation: democracy means limiting what the majority can do. And this is guy, out here in Canada. Oh, Embassy of Canada, Washington, D.C.
Embassy.
Political theorist explains the rationale. All the major liberal institutions are expressly counter-majoritarian to pump the brakes about excess of democracy. You might think, isn't that just the Constitution? Separation of powers? No. Keep watching. Yeah, but Data Republican, very good account on X. You should definitely be following her. She's got some banger breakdowns of the news cycles.
Yeah, she does good.
I mean, the system where institutions, NGOs, multilaterals, and a permanent bureaucracy advance a set of values they consider settled: equality, social justice, cosmopolitan, global governance. These values aren't proposals to be voted on. They're treated as moral prerequisites that must be true before your vote counts. Wokeism. Yep. I just call it wokeism. That she uses a lot more words than I do. Just woke is bullshit. But make it super simple for the people to understand.
You got to make it simple for these Neanderthals out there. There's a lot of them.
We're all just so simple people. If you're a Jordan Peterson fan, put a prayer out for Mr. Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, what is
still not
his?
Doing so hot.
Still not doing hot?
Not doing hot, man. She put out an update. If you're into it, go watch Michaela Peterson. Yeah, there's the thread from Data Republican. Yeah, I went over this one already. Very Fine People hoax was literally funded by SPLC. I just that's the one that I'm like losing my shit about, bro. Like Biden campaigned on it, and then Kamala even tried to campaign on it again.
Yeah.
And it was all a setup.
And lost a bunch of money.
It was all a setup. Yeah, dude, she spent $1 billion. That's insanity. Okay, here's just to make sure we understand the crime specifically, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Acting Attorney General. Can you explain again what the fraud is here exactly? Are you saying it's illegal for the SPLC to pay money to people that are in hate groups, or something about the way this was done makes it illegal? Because it's not automatically illegal, is it?
No, that's right. That's a good question. So again, I summarized the indictment, and it's now public for everybody.
And what you're telling me is I can pay hate groups
to read, but the Southern Poverty Law Center is a 501c3. Okay, they're required to, under the laws associated with a nonprofit, to have certain transparency and honesty in what they're telling donors they're going to spend money on, and what their mission statement is, and what they're raising money doing. And so, as the indictment points out, there's different ways that they raise money, and in no fundraising efforts that the investigation found did they say, oh, and by the way, we're going to give $1 million to the Ku Klux Klan. So that's fraud. So that's wire fraud. So, and then the bank fraud part of it is you have KYC, you have an obligation to tell your financial institution what the corporation or the entity that you're opening an account for does. And the allegations in the indictment are that these were fictitious companies that were set up, and so there was certain information sworn to by SPLC executives about what the entities were doing that we allege is false.
Can I just follow up on? Can I have one follow-up, Mr. Go ahead. On the hiring of Joe DeGenova to work for the department, can you just tell us a little bit? I understand you went down to Florida, perhaps to take part in his swearing in or bring him on board. Can you explain why he's being brought back to the department after 40 years?
So, I mean, look, I think that everybody in this administration, whether it's Department of Justice or elsewhere, we're always looking for good people. And he's somebody who has a deep bench. As you said, he's been in this business for decades. And
SPLC. I'm bringing back an OG, okay? All right, that's what it is. All right, I'm bringing back an OG. Guy's got a good history record. And then these young people, we can't find anybody good, and to bring back the OG out of retirement.
That's right. Got to revive him.
Yeah, bro. That's what sucks, dog. Is you can't even like catch these people doing shady shit unless they do it like technically illegal. You know what I mean? Like friggin', how many of these people are doing that shit secretly and not like a public company or something? What about like rich hardcore deep state benefited rich peoples are also funding the money silently.
Yeah, there's
they just stoke the flames like
there's so many.
And again, if you forgot,
some Bilderberg groupers. Oh wait, did I say that out loud?
I will remind you, bro. This is literally just the Saul Alinsky Rules for Radicals playbook, bro. I think you went with that movie. Went to that movie, the Dinesh D'Souza one about Trump or something.
Yeah, like them raiding all the homes of people that just basically made Trump post.
So protester people came to Saul Alinsky, which is like the Democrat like mentor. He's like best friends with Hillary Clinton and Bill and Barack Obama.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So these protesters came to him. This is like back in the 80s or something, and they said, "Hey man, we want to try and go to this Republican campaign, and we're gonna try and make them look bad." And he's like, "All right, what are you guys gonna do?" And they said, well, we got these signs that say he supports the KKK. So, yeah, we're going to really show him, And he said, no. That's not what you do. If you want to make this Republican presidential campaign man look bad, what you do is you dress up like the KKK. You make signs that say we support him.
Yep.
That's exactly what this is, folks. SPLC dressing up like the KKK and saying we support, or hey, we're with Trump, or hey, we're out there trying to be racist, and oh, the Republicans support us, so they're bad, so vote for us Democrats and shit like that, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. And the SPLC is an NGO, bro. These NGOs got to get shut down, bro. These 501c3 NGO thingies are operating absolutely unlawfully
rid of them
here, and just causing so many problems, bro. It's ridiculous. Like more scrutiny, man. No ridiculous 0 to 100, like just wipe them all out or nothing. Like wipe all the 50C13s. 501c3.
No, wipe them all out, but let them obviously reapply. But now it's actually going to get
touche.
Now it's actually going to be looked at.
Right.
Crucially.
Y'all are like suspended. We're gonna need you to reapply.
Yeah. The program is getting washed and it's getting started. So you just have to remake an account, reapply, do another application because we have a new team of people that aren't bought out, and we're going to actually look through and do these applications the right way, how they were supposed to be done in the first time.
Yeah, if you're hanging out,
Not
definitely hit
losing
that
a
like
bunch of
button.
money. Yeah.
Much appreciated, folks. That's all I got for you this week, man. Anything else from the chat you guys want to go over? Anything I missed, Dan?
I don't think there's too much. There's probably a few things, but
Nothing big. Those are the two biggies, at least.
Yeah.
Anything that needs
that
more
was the
awareness, folks,
main
before we call it a
news.
Monday night here? Thank you so very much for hanging out.
Confirmation bias is so deep. The people don't even realize. It's like the possessed. They don't even realize they're possessed, you know? It's just in there.
Wait, Steezy,
Just
Pokemon is better
part of
than
their
what?
DNA.
Pokemon owes you money? Oh, Niltamir, don't be a
No,
victim.
Pokemon's better than either Lord of the Rings or World of Warcraft. I don't know which one.
Lord of the Rings was a game?
Yeah. I mean, it was a movie first, and
I
then they
did
made
play
the
that
game over it.
Xbox game. That was pretty good.
I mean, their game was fun. It was a lot
good,
of fun.
yeah. I
I
liked
did it
it.
on PS2, but you know, same
Okay.
ish.
Oh, that's the OG, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even mine. It was at my buddy's house, our
Sure,
neighborhood
sure.
friend. Yeah,
You ever have a game system?
yeah. I had a few. I mean, I still have a PS4 that I turn on every like once, twice a year to update it, and yeah, the cats.
And then I
pulled it
pass
off.
out before I
Cats
play.
pulled it off the mantle a month or two, and it. Yeah, I think it still chooches. I don't know, but it definitely probably hit the ground.
If it was
That
off,
was
you're
cool.
probably fine.
Oh, those cats have cost me so much darn money,
Yeah, no,
dude. I
that's
don't want to think
ridiculous.
about it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
ridiculous.
like, why am I broke? And then I am slightly remembered of the probably tens of thousands now that I have probably
You're hurting yourself,
sunk
brother.
into that.
Yep.
And then I remember, dang,
Time to keep getting rid of some.
balling. I must be balling if I be feeding all these mouths.
Yeah, no joke, bro.
I'm really the dad of like 7.
Bro, we gotta help Dan find some chick that loves repurposing cats to
Hey,
new homes.
I did find some homes for some
And
cats.
then maybe
over
he
the
can pay
last
for the
week.
girl instead of the cats.
Haha, right? Yeah. And, oh shit, that reminds me. I gotta
I
make
never
an
played
email.
World of Warcraft. That was way too like neckbeardy of a game for me. I would call that neckbeardy.
Nah, yeah, right. Yeah, that's kind of a good way to say it.
Niltamir is
neckbeardy.
related to P. Diddy. What?
It's just him trying to make jokes.
Not the diddler. Yeah, whatever happened to the P. Diddy story, huh? Like, we're all over that one.
Right.
S. Puffy Comby. All right, cool, folks. That's all I got for you, man. Thank you so very much for showing up here to the TrutherCast, man. Make sure to share this out to somebody I know, man. I don't know if I got any more. I didn't. Oh no, I did get one more subscriber. But I need some help, folks. So make sure to send this out to somebody that you know that's into this and likes, getting some more alternate news. Friend, family member, or, maybe even another troll. I would love to see the trolls like go at it against each other. That would be hilarious. Like they troll differently, and then there's like a troll fight going on, and then like it gets ridiculous, and then somebody has to mute them or ban them. I don't know. That'd be fun. So share this out, folks. If you're not scared about putting it on your public feed like a ninny, share the show out, man. A very, very helpful. But
Yes.
yeah, maybe we could spread some more awareness, and help some more, realization and shit like that, folks. Check out those links in the description box. Hit the join button down below to join the locals community, where you can also follow along all through the week. And if you would like to comment or post, so we've got more material to make sure we get awareness on for the show, sign up for that Truther Triber squad. It is very low cost, but it would help keep the lights on. But that is how you would get the access to go ahead and comment and then also post. Anything for you, Dan?
Don't let the stupid get you. Don't let it piss you off. Don't let it influence your intellect. Don't let it steal from your pocket. The stupid's out there, and it's everywhere, and it is getting more and more plentiful, and we need to battle the stupid by spreading awareness and realization that confirmation bias is very, 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 very deep in everybody out there right now.
Yeah, they're doing so good. We got to try harder, bro. We got to get more confirmation.
I don't know that exactly how this works, but we got to figure out a way where the light bulb can get turned on.
Yeah,
like
no shit,
it's weird. You literally like they say something, you give them the facts that said something right in their face, and you're like, you could even read it to them if they can't read. And just no. It's like like the kid that never ate his vegetables and the parent never made them eat their vegetables.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
100%. It's bad parenting, in my humble opinion.
Some of it is actually they had got everything they wanted, but for some reason there was that just absolutely obtrusive, ridiculously obtuse thing that they wanted that was just either weird as hell, wrong as hell,
or expensive,
or just like out of reach.
Pony.
It was the really wish for the
Pony I never
stars thing. Like, okay, you want things from a family, like we're millionaires, we're not trillionaires, Johnny. Like, so, and then for some reason that they had a great life, but since they couldn't get that and they were spoiled, they had everything they wanted except the one thing. And now they just have this and it just stays with them the whole rest of their life. You don't even realize that's kind of what's like guiding their whole notion. Maybe some people that will resonate with. They'll recognize what they got going on. Y'all will figure it out.
Right, man? We're just trying to do our part here every Monday night, folks. So make sure to share it out on the Facebook.
That's my dad wisdom for the week.
Hey, man, I like it. If you haven't joined the Facebook page, make sure you do that. I post some stuff that we don't go over on the show sometimes, or you can get it in live real time. But if you share that stuff on the Facebook page, then maybe other people will follow, and then they'll find the show.
I try to teach first, lead later.
Amen.
I mean, you have to lead after the teaching, generally, unless they can lead themselves. Sometimes you have to do the leading.
That one's getting written down. That's a good one. Did you get that from somewhere, or you just pull that out your butt?
That's right out of my ass. Right out the ass with all the other apparent bullshit that I spread if you ask a certain someone in the chat. The guy who likes to trolley Mick Trollerson, he would probably say otherwise.
Yeah, we had the troll got trained tonight. He came back and didn't get banned yet.
Only got banned once.
I know, like he came back. Yeah, that's how you train him. So
Oh.
you just slapped him. Then he came back and he behaved in somewhat of a manner.
Yes, somewhat of a manner. Not exactly a respectful manner.
Well, I mean, he's a wild troll. What do you expect, right? Like,
yeah.
Nobody's domesticated him yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, ginger
Ain't got
turmeric
much
is
for
stupid
that.
good. And then, hey, if you want better absorption for turmeric, it is absorbed in fat cells. So apparently, the Indian culture was onto this. Like, it's just like mom's, housewife, like, what do you call them? Like remedies or whatever, right?
Well, they did the right drugs and they figured it out from the spirit walks or whatever.
Right.
And otherwise go on.
And so they like part of their culture, or like, some the ones that I talk to, they give their kids turmeric milk at night. And so if you put your turmeric in your milk, it's better if it's not skim because like the fat's good for you.
Yeah.
So it binds with the fat cells and then your body absorbs it more. Yeah. And then turmeric's super good for you.
And if you like ginger and turmeric and you like carbonated water, Topo Chico makes a ginger turmeric
That's
Topo
cool.
Chico flavor.
The heck was that?
Wait. I don't know. Wait, it's
the water thing?
ginger tangerine, actually.
Ah,
I think there's turmeric in it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. So, but either way, you can get your ginger and tangerine, which is good and delicious in a Topo Chico.
Golden
if you
milk.
like sparkling waters,
It's a good name.
check those out.
We should
Easy.
sell that product. Let's talk to some people.
Golden milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turmeric milk.
call up Trump. It's got gold in the name.
I like it.
It'd
Let's
just be
do
like
it.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
text her. You'll get a text back. I love it.
Do you need
Where we-"
FDA approval?
Yeah. I mean, hey, it is food.
Right. You would. Yeah.
Literally. Hey, Joe.
Turmeric milk. I
Hey,
like
Joe,
it.
I know you watch this show. You watch every week. I know you're religious about talking in the chat. We totally interact with you every week, you know. Call up your buddy. Text your buddy Trump. Let him know. Got another idea for him from some friends of the show.
We'll have to talk to Bobby. We'll have to see if
Bobby.
Bobby likes the turmeric milk. We'll see if we could get it on the MAGA Maha page. We'll make a turmeric Maha page.
I'm actually all right. Yeah, Topo Chico with Live Mexican Gatorade. I love me Mexican Gatorade. And maybe I gotta get some more DNA tests done. I've gotta have some in there, man. Yeah. I love so much of the Mexican, the Spanish culture.
Yeah. Good culture.
Yeah. It is. There is a lot of respect in their culture. It's probably
Respect
why
and
I
partying
vibe
is
with
the main
you.
exports of Mexican culture.
You said respect and partying?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's basically all they're known for.
Yeehaw!
Respecting Catholicism, working hard, and partying, about all they do.
Taking care of Grams. Mama's most important.
My joke's always like,
And-
all they do is work and party, dog, because I ain't seen no skyscrapers in Mexico. They just blow all their money on the party, and then there ain't nothing to build.
All we need is one story. Anything higher, we get too drunk. And if we fall off, we die. So we learned keep everything low.
I don't think we need to waste all our time with those crazy, complicated cities, man.
It gets
Like-
cold up there, too. It wants to be up there where it's like cold. And Albanian. Huh.
Oh yeah, I have
I don't know.
I have point
Zero.
0.5% Iranian in
Iranian.
my DNA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Allah Akbar.
Oh my God, you watch that Asman where he was covering the wackos over there, just screaming Allah Akbar?
I don't know if I seen that one.
Yeah, it was interesting. Wait, where's my DNA thingy go?
Talking about natural products, I actually have an idea for a natural product to bring to market. Gonna be me working on it with somebody. Ideas are very fresh, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole market there. We do need more
If you
natural
build it, they will
products.
come, right?
If they're good products, they will buy it.
Yeah, so I'm 50% Dutch, German, 13% Austrian German, 9% Belgian, Southern Dutch, 10% Scottish,
I'm mostly
5% English.
I'm mostly Scottish.
Bro, I'm 7.8 Czech, Hungarian, Slavic, and Southern Polish.
You know, anytime somebody says Dutch, what do I think about? Give you one hint. It's a movie.
Lighter?
Huh?
No,
Is it a lighter?
yeah.
Like a Dutch?
What do you think about?
Blazing Saddles.
I don't remember the Dutch from that.
Can't remember. I'm like now, like, wow, it has been that long. I don't remember the beginning of it. I literally put it on for the animals last night. Well, yesterday while I was gone. It was like something like, oh man, dang it. Now I gotta look it up. It was like something. But my grandmother,
the Jim
he was
Gaffigan was
Dutch.
good. The funny like terrorist puppet, that was a good one. I get you. I liked that dude. You know why you don't see him
Yes.
no more, Steezy? He's not woke. His stand-ups you can find online, and they're really good. They're pretty funny. Oh, the Chinese already got my DNA, bro. I'm not worried. See you later. I did that DNA 23andMe or whatever a while ago, and then it just got hacked like a mother, like a couple of years ago. Yep, too late now, man. Thought it was a good idea. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be part of a super soldier.
That one didn't even say the whole one.
It's kind of weird to say it, but I'm kind of honored that I'm going to be a part of the new Chinese super soldier. China. A whole other kind of China virus. It'll be pretty crazy, folks. Pretty crazy.
It would be hot China stock time.
We ready to land this one? Anything else, folks?
I'm ready to land it. I can't find the full reference of the.
Whoa! Watch your words there, Steezy. You not put me and woke in the same sentence, sir.
I mean, it used to be our word. They took it back.
I know, dude. I can't.
Now woke is
crazy. They redefined it like that's part of the theme of the show,
that's
bro.
What they do.
Yeah, they changed the definition, bro.
They're like word mongers.
Yep, literally used to call it woke when you knew about conspiracy theories and
that is a great like definition for word mongers because all like they use racist in the wrong terms and they just throw it out there because it's like a horror. They know it's like a horrible word.
Right.
You just throw it around willy nilly.
Well, they burned prejudice, I guess. So like prejudice was huge in like what the civil rights time and shit like that, like 70s, 80s.
Can we sort of like just since prejudice and racist has to do basically mostly only with one, as the Dems try to say, it's only against because you never. I mean, there's like you hear Asian hate and whatnot, but like the majority, it's like always, apparently racist against black.
Mm-hmm.
So you just. Let's make that. Let's put that in there. Right. But yeah, let's just not let them keep fugazing us into different. There's just good people and shit people, and we're just trying to make everybody better.
There's only good people and shit people, and I can't help but notice all the good people are standing over here.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
We've got the two. We've got a one. Hey, thanks everybody for hanging out. Y'all have a great night. I think there's also something like a...
La migra.
All right.